If you've ever noticed that your mind goes straight to the worst case scenario, even when nothing is actually wrong, you replay conversations before they even happen. You imagine things going badly before they've even started. You prepare for disappointment like it's inevitable. And from the outside, it can look like overthinking, like negativity. But it's not that simple, because people who expect the worst usually aren't trying to be negative. They're trying to feel safe. It shows up in small, almost invisible ways. You hesitate before getting excited about something because part of you is already bracing for it to fall apart. You reread messages, searching for hidden meanings, assuming there's something you missed. You don't fully trust good moments because they feel temporary, like something is about to go wrong. And when something actually does go wrong, there's a strange sense of relief. Not because you wanted it to happen, but because you were already prepared. On the surface, this looks like pessimism. But underneath it, there's a deeper pattern. It's a form of emotional protection. If you expect the worst, you can't be caught off guard. If you imagine every possible negative outcome, nothing can truly surprise you. And if you never let yourself feel too hopeful, you don't have to experience the full weight of disappointment. That's not weakness. That's your mind trying to stay one step ahead of pain. This pattern often starts earlier than people realize. It can come from environments where things were unpredictable, where good moments didn't last, where trust was broken, or where emotional safety wasn't consistent. So your brain adapted. It learned that uncertainty equals risk, that hope can lead to hurt, that being prepared for the worst is safer than being open to the unknown. And over time, this way of thinking doesn't feel like a strategy anymore. It starts to feel like reality. You don't think you're being pessimistic. You think you're being realistic. You tell yourself you're just not getting your hopes up, that you're thinking logically. But what's actually happening is something more subtle. Your mind is filtering reality through past experiences. It's not just reacting to what's in front of you. It's reacting to what used to happen. And here's where it gets interesting. It's not really about expecting the worst. It's about trying to control how much something can affect you. Because if you lower your expectations, if you mentally prepare for things to go wrong, then whatever happens next feels more manageable, less overwhelming, less painful. So this pattern isn't just about fear. It's about control, emotional control. But there's a quiet cost to this. When you constantly expect the worst, you don't just protect yourself from pain, you also limit how much you allow yourself to experience. You hold back excitement. You question good things. You stay guarded, even when it's safe to relax. Not because you want to, but because your mind has learned that staying guarded feels safer than being open. Over time, this shapes how you see yourself. You start to identify as someone who's just realistic, someone who doesn't get carried away, someone who's always prepared. But underneath that identity, there's often a version of you that once hoped more freely, that trusted more easily, that didn't feel the need to brace for impact all the time. And none of this is random. It's a pattern, a learned way of navigating the world, one that made sense at some point, one that protected you when you needed it. But now, it runs automatically in your thoughts, in your expectations, in the way you experience even neutral situations. So when you catch yourself imagining the worst, it's not just overthinking, it's memory, it's conditioning, it's your mind trying to keep you safe in the only way it knows how. And once you see that, it changes how you understand yourself, not as someone who's negative, but as someone who adapted, someone who learned to protect their emotions early and never quite turned that system off, because in the end, it was never just about expecting the worst. It was about never wanting to be caught unprepared again. And that awareness alone starts to shift everything. If this explained something you felt but couldn't quite name, there's more to uncover.